like your shoulders tightened up a little bit when we both picked the Eagles there.
No, Dak is ready. It's Dak's team. I don't want him back. A segment of the fans don't want him back. But the Eagles will beat the crap out of Dallas, reverse devil tongue. So then when he does come back because of the money and the contract and the politics, it will come off an L on prime time. And Cooper Rush has been phenomenal taking care of the ball. But I'm taking the Eagles the other way, which means Dallas may win if you look at my record.
No, I dig what you're saying, though. I dig what you're saying from this perspective. 2 weeks ago, I didn't know exactly where Dak was back in terms of his injury, but going into back-to-back games against the Rams and Eagles, I'm like, oh, this is a bad time to bring Dak back because Cooper went out and beat a bunch of cream puffs.
Right.
And then, but if you bring Dak back against the good teams and he loses,
I see you
you've got a full-blown quarterback controversy. Well, then Cooper went out and beat the Rams, too, even though he didn't have to do a damn thing to do it.
19 pass attempts.
I'm with you, man. I think there's politics here. Dak's ready, but they're not going to play him because they don't want to go lose this game and have that be his first game back.
You don't get off a winning horse, and the guy's undefeated since he started. So you got to ride with Cooper Rush until he loses.
We're family, right?
Damn right.
All right, I wasn't here yesterday, and I just want to take this time on the changeover.
Comes back for payday.
Honestly, to give some love to my partner and our teammate, but this is my brother, Matt Steinmetz, and let me tell you why. So, you know, I'm still hooping at 50, and I'm brave, and John Wayne, and all my buddies telling me it's happening, it's going to come. But yesterday, I had to get checked under the hood. I'm 50, and I hadn't been to the doctor in 5 years. And Shannon Sharp, true story, a couple Sundays ago, said he was dealing with prostate cancer. And I'm looking at him, and I don't know why that hit me with the muscles. And you know how science and all this works. It doesn't matter who you are. You could deal with something. Matt, Mark, and Dan, I have been petrified for 2.5 weeks. My wife didn't even know this. I get a headache. Oh, my God, I got this. I got that. I'm on WebMD. So I went and got my PSA, colonoscopy, and everything. All my numbers checked out. So I'm on a new high.
Yes.
Okay? They're not perfect. I'm on a new high. But this man checked on me. I would come in here, you guys would know it. I'm like, Stein, he's like, "Dude, what do you think?" I don't know, I'm just scared, man. And there's this stigma with black men as they get older, they don't go to the doctor. And I'm like, dude, you got kids. You got a family. If something's going on, you need to know. But Matt, I'm going to call you Steiny. You were A1, checked on me at the crib. You did too, but anybody that would talk, I'd be like, there, I know. But you know, even Ray Rattle got a little of it, but I'm feeling good. I'm back and I'm ready to go, man. You were awesome.
Thank
so
you.
for the people out there that are afraid, men and women, go get checked, man. Just go get your checkup.
Amen.
So here's the pull the curtain back. I'm in the green room a week or two ago. Ray Ratto's in there 5 hours early. I don't know why, but he always is.
Been in there since 7.
And here comes Goo, and I know we've been talking about it for a day or two, and he's worried, and he's honey, I'm worried about the test and this, and I don't know what to do, and I'm like, giving him the look. Worry is a down payment on an investment you'll never make. I'm giving him all the good things, and Guru goes, Ray, what do you think? Should I do it? And Ray gives him one of these, turns around and goes, you have a family, you have no choice. That's what you signed up for.
That sealed it for me.
He goes, you have a family, you have to go to the doctor. Now go.
He's all mad about
I know it's TMI, but I'm feeling good. I even gave the boss, he's like, what you worried about? I was like, dude, everything. But I'll say this. When I left the doctor's office yesterday, I swear, not knowing what was up with my numbers, I'll never drink another Red Bull and chips. As soon as I got the stamp of approval, give me 2 of them. Give me the 6-pack, the big one. But anyway, I'm feeling good. I'm back. I'm ready, man. We got a lot to get to.
Glad to have you back.
I love it.
Get your checkup.
I'm doing it. I got my physical, but I'm doing it the week after Thanksgiving. Let's go ahead and get some gravy. Pour a little extra gravy on it. Go see the doctor the next week after that.
You're down on Draymond,
man.
So it's not down on Draymond in any sort of a general sense. I did not like what he said yesterday, but I'm want to be very careful to again state it this way. It doesn't matter what I think of Draymond Green. What bothered me about yesterday is it sounded to me like he was thumbing his noses at what his teammates think, and that is a problem as a Warrior fan or just a human being. Like, that's Steph Curry you're talking about right now, okay? Steph Curry came out and talked about trust, and that is the most beloved athlete in the history of this city. And when the follow-up comes to you and says, so what do you think about this trust that Steph Curry and Steve Kerr and Kevon Looney are talking about, and you thumb your nose at it, that's when I go, we got a problem. Now we got a problem. Because you're talking, and it's not about you punch someone. This is about going forward. You are not listening to your teammates. I don't care if you listen to us. Who the hell are we? But you're not listening to Steph Curry.
You're being tone deaf.
You're not listening to Steph Curry, and I don't see how that doesn't become a problem at some point for the Warriors.
I'm kind of with you. This is 3,000 miles away, but I saw this quote from Ben Simmons. Somebody asked him about he and Joel Embiid. I don't talk to Joel, never really spoke. We didn't have any relationship. But why do you think the Sixers didn't really ever reach their level that they should have? This is what can happen. And, they just have to be careful.
Well, and what a dripping irony to me that on one answer, what does trust mean? I don't even know what anyone's talking about. And then the very next sentence, this is about camaraderie and togetherness.
Oh, man.
Well, you don't sound like you have any, number one. And number two, if there's anyone on this team that should not be bringing up the words, it's the person who put those things into doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with this. It's not that for me.
That was a bad look.
If you're his teammate and you hear him say that, you're like, trust. I mean, what are you talking about? Trust. And then for him to say it's all about camaraderie and being together and this and that, you're thinking, hit the pike, bud. The reason why there's no camaraderie is because of what you did. And I mentioned this earlier where Draymond gets in his face, which is a 3 on the irritability scale.
Right.
Jordan pushes him, which is a 5, and then you answer with an 11 on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, exactly, right?
11.
You, Shasky, I heard you guys in the morning. You guys were phenomenal, but Dibs, and I told Sally this last time I was in the people. I got to move past it because the team's moving past it. I know it was wrong. Stephen A. Smith today alluded to Jordan Poole's family. This ain't a shocker. His parents really being upset. Shocker. But to hear it, I'm like, man. And he still was able to come back. I'm like, just me. My last thing I'm throwing at the Draymond poster board is, it ain't about how you're moving on. To me,
thank you.
It's about how Jordan's moving on, and we have no idea.
Else.
But Dibs, you said something was so profound to me. Nobody's asked Draymond why he threw that punch.
That's the one question.
Mark, nobody's asked
Good
that.
point.
How would he? Why did you ball it up? Why was there so much vengeance? And I would love to hear him answer that.
And the perfect time to do it was when he was complaining last weekend about how there was no audio on the tape. Okay, Draymond, then
Dibs, why did you hit him like that?
Tell us what happened then.
What made you go there?
It's
we had
the
a caller
simplest
earlier,
question.
Chef Jeff from Napa, who brought up the Juwan Howard incident. Remember when Juwan Howard punches the Wisconsin coach, and
that wasn't this.
Draymond said on his podcast, though, and I read the quote to Mark during the break.
This is really good.
Basically, I'm glad Juwan didn't apologize because the coach grabbed his arm. How come no one's talking about how he grabbed his arm? And then Draymond goes on to say in his podcast, I'm glad Juwan didn't apologize. And then now
So there you go, Steiny.
So there you go.
That's what we saw yesterday at the podium.
Defiant and unapologetic. Color me not shocked.
Yeah.
Man.
So we already knew all that. That's the baseline. That's Draymond. So I'm fine there. But call me naive next. I thought maybe you weren't that to Steph Curry.
Okay.
You can be unapologetic to us. You can be unapologetic to an opponent. I sat here for the last 10 years thinking you weren't defiant towards Steph.
That's big, Steiny.
And that's what yesterday sounded like.
Man.
I told Dibs this. When he goes, what is trust? What is trust? I'm like, hey, Socrates, make a layup, all right? And then you won't have to worry about it. Hey, let me tell you what trust is. Trust is your teammates not having to worry that you may punch him in the face.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, that's overblown. Is it? Well, it's not overblown now. That's the trust. Like that did rub me the wrong way a little bit.
And that's why when his teammates say he's got to work to earn our trust back,
that doesn't help.
But that's what they're talking about. They're not saying we need to trust him to be able to run the 3-on-2 fast break or to be able to defend the other team's best player. That trust is not broken. The trust that is broken is what Steiny's saying of what kind of mood is Draymond in today? Do I need to keep my head on a swivel? Do I need to wear boxing headgear to practice today?
Because he was tired. He was you could tell he was kind of tired of it all. Like, we're here to win a chance. What do I dare say? The real Dre was coming back. Like, he was kind of over it.
That's the way it seems.
It's like I did my apology press conference. Back to normal.
Move on.
Like, wait a minute. I mean, we haven't even heard from Jordan yet. And again, I wouldn't feel this way if that blended with anything that anyone else was saying. But if you got a line of Warriors over here going, you need to earn trust. This is the worst thing that's happened to us since we've been here. We're going to figure it out. We're going to find a way to move on. We got to figure that. We got to do this. We got to do that. And then Draymond shows up and goes, "What's the big deal?"
Wow. I think to me
tonight's fascinating.
To me, trust
again
is that he's got to in some way prove, and he can only do it by actions, to every player that he's all in. That all he's going to try to do this season is help the Golden State Warriors. Nothing else. That's got to be his number one focus, because there have been too many times in the past where you say, Draymond's thinking of himself a little more than maybe the team with this. That's the thing that's going to take time, I think. Good first month of the season. You know what, Draymond? Because here's the one thing. I do believe, I heard you say this, and we could go back and forth a million times. Like, Draymond will never learn. I don't think you said it, but Draymond, he'll never learn. Let's say anybody says that. Something may happen. People are capable of changing who maybe you never thought can change. And people can try to change, and they don't have to announce it to everyone. So what I'm saying is, he's got to make it clear to everybody around him that he's actually working on this stuff in some way, and it's getting results. I'm talking about his anger. I'm talking about his
but if he doesn't think he did wrong, Steiny, a person, he may look at this, and now that you gave me that Jawan info, he doesn't probably think he did wrong.
There you go.
And I love the callers. Fillmore, Mike, Priest. I'm disappointed in this sense from their calls, and they're not the only two people that have said this. When we talked this whole Draymond spectacle, everything that went down, the tape shouldn't have been released. I'm not Mr. Tune-Out. I'm out. Because that to me is, you're cheating this whole process. When you go, the tape shouldn't have came out, I'm Mr. Tune-Out. You're cheating this. You're cheating Jordan Poole. That ain't what this is about. And we've had callers say it shouldn't have got out. Rick Barry, I heard him on... Man, that ain't what this is about.
But there are two different things here, because the tape shouldn't have gotten out.
That I agree with.
But the tape getting out does not diminish the impact of the punch that was thrown. And some people are trying to conflate.
Supersede is the word. Okay.
I like conflate a little better.
Yeah, okay, right.
Conflate when you have two different things. They're trying to combine the two.
That is so wrong to me to Jordan Poole.
I hear what you're saying, because it is too totally
that's all
for the Warriors as a corporation. It's like, figure out your leak thing over here. But if the players are going to come out and blame it on that, it makes it sound like you don't want us to know reality. Right? Yeah. Wizard of Oz. Do not
Ozzie Smith.
Do not look. Do not look over here behind the curtain to see what's actually happening.
No doubt.
And that's not going to be. That's a very tough.
I heard you again, Shasky and Bonte. You guys talked about it. I think there's going to be some boo. I don't want boos. I think if this is a barometer, our show, Twitch and YouTube, there may be some.
Yeah, I think the one benefit of ring night is that those tickets are so expensive, and usually people who have a lot of money aren't those kind of fans. And maybe I'm just being, rich people don't boo. Rich people don't wear the T-shirts they get.
They won't even be in their seats yet when these things are being delivered.
Thank you.
It's going to be halfway through the first quarter. The Warriors will already be up by 5.
I would say whether it's tonight or ring night, he won't hear thunderous boos.
Oh, no.
He may hear a smattering.
I like a smattering.
He may hear a dull din in the background.
I like a dull din.
Or just
a cacophony.
A not as loud cheer.
It'll be Calipari, one and done.
Right.
I think when they get it and let it out,
that's another
they'll go back to regular. You won't hear it again.
JD tried to play the role yesterday. He did a great job.
I heard Snotty wore a black shirt. The streets are talking. He says he never wears black.
Dress shirt. It was a dress shirt.
People told me it was a regular kind of shirt.
It was a long sleeve dress shirt, T-shirt, that you put under like a sport coat.
You guys go in the cafeteria today? It's payday.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. My numbers are good, so I'm gonna just point at myself.
Hey, dude,
Have a donut.
Yeah, right. Give me some donut.
I'm a little light. I'm a little light today.
I got you.
By the way,
Crazy folks.
I can tell Willard's got those Roadrunner wheels going.
Let's get out of here.
I do have an issue.
No,
though.
go ahead. I'm not going
And it's
anywhere.
all three, you guys.
Here we go.
Oh, maybe I am leaving.
This betting, this guessing, okay? It's influencing every take you guys have.
Now that hurts.
I mean,
Hold on now.
hurts.
I mean,
What are you talking about? Put a name on
a
it.
coach makes a decision, and Guru needs
that
Shanahan
hurts.
fired. You know, your lust for Carlos Rodon because he's won a couple unders for you. It's extreme.
That hurts. I had the Chiefs 30 in the hook mark.
Yeah.
They decided to go for 2. That's the fan in me. He thought the ira was from, I didn't get my win.
You lost the. Or you
but I know how to compartmentalize.
No,
it's
you
never
didn't.
about betting.
Yeah.
It's the fan in me.
How much money
Dibs.
Rodon win for you this year?
Now look at Rodon.
A lot of
First of
strikeouts.
all,
got a
first
file
of
on
all,
all of
you
us.
come down
Rodon.
my road.
Rodon.
Call him Rodon.
Yeah.
Enough.
No wonder
Enough.
No wonder you wanted
Wait a
to
minute,
pick up
though.
that option
right.
that he should never pick
So
up.
we're gonna look at Rodon stats and tell me
You better
that he
keep him
wasn't
here.
good.
Oh, you better keep him here.
He's not gonna stay here.
I hate hearing that.
I mean, there's mutual interest, Goo.
Okay.
Mutual interest.
We should have hit Patella with that when we had him on.
Yeah.
Are you going to sign Rodon, Patella? Come on.
Patella sounded like he was in an empty office.
Dude, he's
He
a
ain't
young
even-
dude.
He ain't even
Yeah.
put any pictures on the wall yet. I don't even know if he has any pictures yet. So, anyway, all right, Steiny and Goo, here we go.